content schedule is out, and we're going to go through all the juicy stuff coming out this week, fellas. It is a big week, right? We have Season 2 starting. We're going to go over the content that's coming out today. We're going to have an overall increase, most likely, fellas. So stay tapped in, strap in, fellas. Take a seat. Let's get right into the news. Alrighty, fellas. So here it is, the content schedule. We have a special stream from Good Morning Madden, which will actually be at nighttime, 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, okay, tomorrow, September 16th, and that's going to go over our Season 2 stuff. Also should give us some Team of the Week 2 reveals. That should be juicy. We'll cover all that. We'll have a video out for you. And then Thursday, we also have a Good Morning Madden at the normal time of 10:30 a.m. Eastern, going over Unstoppables Release 1. So it will be a multi-part program, fellas. Fantastic. And then today, Monday, boys, we have Collector Series. We're going to go over that stuff in a second here. There is a set for a free 87 overall. And then Tuesday, we have Game Time Release 2.5, which we will cover as well. And then we have Old Spice. Now, fellas, these are more than likely going to be free cards that will be upgradable. And they're probably not going to be that great, but they should help fill out them theme teams and stuff. So could be decent, could be okay. I mean, it's free. And then again, Wednesday, Season 2, Team of the Week. Thursday, Unstoppables, Release 1, and then Saturday, boys, Legends. All right, fellas, let's get into the Collector Series stuff. Alrighty, boys, so the final release of Collector Series, Signature Series, is here, all right? Now, if you collect every single champion, which there is 14 of those things, okay? You're going to get a collector token that can be used later in the year. You're also going to get a pack with all the champs you added, non-BND, so they can be sellable. And then there's going to be a pick 1 of 87 BND LTD, and they will all be boosted up to 87s, right? If there was an 86 LTD, he's boosted to an 87. We're going to go through all those guys right now. But first, we have LTD Travis Kelce with 83 base speed, 88 catch in traffic, good route runnings, right? Not a bad card, especially if you're going to be running a Chiefs theme team. But boys, let me tell you, we have Evan Ingram with 85 base speed. Unfortunately, they didn't win, so he's not going to 86. Would have been awesome. It is what it is. Not a bad card. We'll have to see if there's some good offers. And then here is the 87 Jackson Smith and Jigba. This is the other champion. 87 base speed, 87 catch, 82 catch in traffic, a little bit on the low side. Route running is also a little bit low. That medium route running at 89 is nice, but man, not a very good card in my opinion. And then we have Marvin Harrison Jr. This is one of the LTDs that is boosted up, but unfortunately he's not because he was an 87. So he's still got all his same stats, 86 speed, 88 catch in traffic. Again, you're going to be able to get this card for free, essentially. Now, EA is going to take your tax on those other coins from those cards that you bought, the champions, but it is what it is. Again, Marvin Harrison. Denzel Ward was bumped down to an 87, which is a little bit odd, right? So 87 speed, 87 acceleration. Again, you can get this card for free. This should bring down some of the prices of the LTDs, boys, especially because some of these guys are boosted. Now, we'll have to see what happens with Denzel Ward because he's the only one that gets bumped down, unfortunately. And then the LTD Travis Kelce, the only thing he loses is a little bit on the catching and a little bit on the route running, and it's not that bad. So, fellas, if you do want to add this guy, at least he keeps the speed. I would honestly, instead of paying for that LTD, probably rather have this Travis Kelce, especially if you're rocking that Chiefs theme team. Again, not a bad card. Matty Stafford, fellas, bumped up to an 87 with that 88 throw power. Can get that juiced up to 89. The accuracies are okay, but man, this guy's a turtle in the pocket. He's a turtle everywhere. 80 throw on the run. That's Matthew Stafford for you. Jalen Johnson bumped up to an 87 with 86 speed, 87 excel. And now if you're running a Bears theme team, you can get him boosted up to 88, which is kind of where you want to be, especially at this point in the game. That's like almost the minimum speed you want to be at right now, especially because we have 91 speed Travis Hunters flying around there on theme teams. 88 zone, again, not a bad card. These are fairly decent. They're just not eye-popping. 87 Quincy Williams with that 85 speed, 88 excel, 88 zone. Not bad for a will. And then your other champion for today is going to be 87 overall, Cameron Jordan. 71 speed on the right edge is very hurtful. 74 acceleration, decent strength at 86, good tackle, good play rec at 88, block shed at 87, and then the finesse move at 65, power move at 82. He's not really going to get to the quarterback for you, that's for sure. He should be decent in the run game, could potentially be a decent D tackle, but that's about it. And then, fellas, this right here is the set to get that free 87 overall. And then you'll get all those champions back, non-B&D, so those will be sellable. You exchange one of every Signature Series champion to receive one Ultimate Collector Series token, your choice of 187 Signature Series Ultimate, and all players returned. Set can only be completed once, boys, so be cautious about that. Now, we're going to go over to the market in a little bit here and talk about what I did with these cards, fellas, but let's move on. Okie dokie, boys. So on Tuesday, we have Game Time Release 2.5. Now, fellas, as you see here, the only two names that we are missing are Ashton, Jeanty, and Derwin James Jr., who play tonight, boys. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That is my guess what we'll be getting there. And then also, fellas, we do know who the LTD is most likely going to be, and it looks like Levante David. Now, who knows if we're going to get another one? We should be getting reveals tonight, which I will cover, fellas. Be on the lookout for that video. So, boys, that is what we can look forward to on Tuesday. Now, with that being said, let's move on. Okie dokie, fellas. Now that we went over everything that has been released that we know should be coming this week, we have our guesses about Team of the Week. We're not too worried about that. We'll have some MUT leaks, hopefully, on Legends coming out. We'll cover that as well. I want to talk about if you guys invested into Collector Series. Now, if you're seeing this before Collector Series came out, please sell as soon as you can. These cards are through the roof, right? We were buying these cards on Saturday because they were very cheap because 85s were popping out. We were buying these guys for like 100K. They're up to 212, 227, 194, 221, 216, 180 for Harrison Smith. Now, fellas, when this promo actually drops, my anticipation is that people are going to do the sets and they're going to sell off all these champions, at least bits and pieces of them at the very least. Now, I think these will fall in price again. We are actually set for an overall increase according to MUT Leaks, boys. So the whole thing is, right now, these cards, like these 86s, will definitely drop in price, okay? These will definitely drop in price by Wednesday when we get new Team of the Weeks that are going to be coming out at 88 overalls with 89 LTDs. That's all I really wanted to point out for this, fellas. Now, there might be some price fluctuations throughout the day today. You might have time after the release of this set comes out. You may have some time to still sell off at very elevated prices. You might be able to build some sets too throughout the night because people are going to want to actually get those free 87s and then sell these off for whatever 10% they lose from EA. So, fellas, just want to let you know, if you did invest in these, congratulations. We absolutely ate. We still have cards to sell, and we are absolutely through the roof with coins right now. We absolutely ate. I'm absolutely thrilled that I did that. I was a little concerned on Saturday because I thought this wasn't going to be good. And in my opinion, this is not good. I don't think it's very good. These 87 LTDs that you're going to be getting that aren't LTDs anymore, they don't look that great. There's not one I want to add to my team, especially with Game Time out right now. And we're going to be moving to 88 overalls potentially this Wednesday. So, fellas, if the market's still up when you're seeing this and you invested in these cards, please just sell them off, right? You can buy them back at a later date. You can still do that set, okay? We don't know how far down the road it's going to be until we can actually use that token. And once we can use that token, then we'll worry about it a little bit before that, actually. Once I see these guys start to hit the floor, which you could see 85s get to 80K by the end of this week, okay, boys? That might be something we invest in. I just want to let you guys know that's a sneak peek. We will have a MUT market talk coming out, though, boys. But with that being said, that's really all I got for you, fellas. We're going to head to the outro and wrap this puppy up. Okie dokie, fellas. So that is all I got for you today. The content schedule, we went over everything. We showed you what we know is coming, the potential for an overall increase, and then MUT Leaks hopefully today will give us some juicy news, and we will cover that tonight, fellas, okay? With that being said, hopefully you guys are invested in those collector series and you're selling them off as we speak, or you already sold them off because we made out with a King's Ransom. I am extremely ecstatic by that. And with that being said, though, boys, if you found this content useful or informational, please smash the like button, subscribe down below. That's all I got for you. We'll catch you boys later. Hope you have a blessed one. Peace.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe now.